Hello guys, welcome back to my channel vfxexpert. In this today's class, we are going to see how we can export Nuke 3D camera data for Maya. So let's start the class here. So now here in Nuke, this is our shot. So in our previous class, I have tracked this shot and also I have oriented our scene in Nuke. So now here we are going to export these camera tracking data for Maya. So before starting this class, please watch my previous class, link I have given in descriptions. So now just I am going to export these camera data for Maya. So first what we have to do, first we have to unlink all unnecessary objects which we don't want to export for Maya. So all these geometry just we have to unplug from our this scene. So maybe this one. Then after this we have to enable our these point clouds. So these are the most important things here while you are going to export these camera data for Maya. So just we have to enable our these points clouds here. So simply select this one and press D here. So now after this we have to take a right geo node here, then again click on this 3D options, then geometry, then right geo. So just unplug it from here. So Control Shift X. So just this right geo node we have to attach with our scene. So just simply connect it here. So with the help of this right geo we can export our these tracking data for Maya. Then double click here. Then first in file, simply click here and select your location or folder where you want to save this file here. So in our this new VFX folder, just I am going to save it. Just then give a name. So cam for Maya. Then dot and we have to type FBX. So in FBX format, just I am going to export these camera data. Then simply click on open here. So now here you will get all these options here. So in file type FBX, this will automatically take. So here in compatibility, if you want, you can also select this FBX 2014. But here just I am going to use this FBX 2016. If you have any problem, then you can select this FBX 2014. So just select this FBX 2016. Just we have to uncheck some options here because from here just only we are going to export points clouds and camera here. So just uncheck maybe access geometries because here I am not going to export any geometry here. So if you want, you can export these geometry also. Then uncheck this lights here. So just camera and point clouds only just I am going to export it here. So now again just select this read geo and if you want you can press 1 here. So you can see here. So these point cloud and these camera just I am going to export it here. Then finally we have to click on this execute. So now simply click on execute here. Then we have to select frame rate. So remember this one according to your timeline just you have to select. Then simply if you want you can select global or simply you can type it here. So according to my timeline 1 to 173 frames here. Now simply press OK here. So now it's exporting here. So now here just I exported. So now come in Maya. So now here in Maya, first we have to open our file which we have generated from Nuke. Then simply click on file, open scene, then just select your folder, this one. So inside this folder just I have saved my file. So here actually it's not showing. So what we have to do? So actually in files of type just we have to select all files because just I have saved my file in FBX format. So that's why it's not showing here. So as you select all file here, so this will actually show you here. So cam for Maya. So just we have to select this one and simply press open here. Don't save. So now here you can see I imported our these camera data which we have exported from Nuke. Then simply you can check it. Then see these are our points cloud and these are our camera which is just moving or animated here. Then after this just simply click on this panel and select from here this camera one. Then before starting further work, first we have to save project. Then again click on file, save scene as, then give a proper name _01. So any name you can give. Then finally click on save as. Then after this just open our outliner here. So click on Windows, outliner. So here you will get this is our camera and these are our locator which we have exported from Nuke. So first what we have to do, just we have to select our all locators and just we have to create a group here. Then press Ctrl G. then double click here and just give a name, locators. Then after this we have to select these locator group and camera, so hold control, both just I have selected here. Then again we have to create a group, because just finally we have to create a scene group here. So this is again important things here before starting further match moving work in Maya. So here both things just I have selected. Now again press Ctrl G. So this is our main scene group. So main scene group underscore or main scene here. So now here inside this main scene group, inside this we have this camera and these locators here. Then after this, because here if you will see these locators a little bit too big here, so what we have to do, just we have to scale down these locators. So just open over this locator group. So individuals locator just we have to select. Again remember this one, individuals locator. So just select first one, then hold shift and select last one. Then from here just we can resize. So uniformly just we have to resize maybe 0.1, 0.01. So now you can see here. So again remember this one, you have to select individuals locator, not select group and adjust size. Okay, so this is again important things here. So now just minimize this one. So now easily we can see. So these are our all locators here and this is our grid here. Then after this we have to import our image plane or background image here. Then for this select our camera here. Then right side in this attribute editor, in our this camera shape, then downside we will get our this environment. So open this one, then click on create. Then after this in this image name we have to select our image sequence here. Then simply click it here, then select your footage or image sequence here. So this is our image sequence on which just I have work in Nuke. So again just select first one, then simply click on open here. Then after this we have to click on use image sequence. So now here I relink our this image sequence or BG plate here. So one more important thing here, suppose if you have any problem while you are linking your image sequence, so I have already created a video, so link I have given in description. So easily you can see if there is any problem while you are linking your image sequence, all these things here. So now this is looking good here and this is matching here. Then after this again finally click on file, save this project here. So now just I am going to test this scene in Maya here. So just simply create a test geometry. So just I am going to create this cube here. So just simply click it here. So now as you have created a cube, so maybe this is a little bit too big here. Again if you want you can simply check from our this perspective view. So you can see, then take a move tool and simply if you will press here, then again come here in this camera. So you can see, so there is a little bit actually too big here. So what we have to do, just delete this cube. So here I have selected delete this one. So here we have to scale our scene. So here you can also see this is our grid. So we have to scale our scene. So how you can scale your scene? Even if you want you can also orient your scene in Maya, but I have properly oriented in Nuke. So there is no need for orientation scene in Maya, but if you want you can also orient. So here first I am going to scale our scene. So just simply select this main scene group. Remember this one, main scene group. Then right side in this layer editor, uniformly just we have to adjust this scale. So maybe type it 50. So now you can see here this is our grid. So maybe 100. Then again simply type it 100. So now this is sufficient. So now easily you can see. So now as you will create same cube, so this is actually looking good here. Okay, so like this just you can scale your scene. So simply just select your main scene group, then from here just you can adjust your scale, or just you can take any references, maybe these cars, and you can adjust scene scale. Same as if you want to orient your scene, then again just simply you can select this main scene group and just you can adjust all these rotations value and easily you can orient your scene. So now simply this is looking good here. Then just place this object on over this grid here. So again just select this cube and just move it up. Even some elements if you want you can also define in display layer. So just select all these locators here, these locators, and assign in our the display layer locator. So usually we can actually hide. Even if you want you can simply change color from here. So just simply save it here. So now hide these locators. Even if you want you can also hide this grid. So from here you can hide here. Even just a little bit come here in this a perspective, then from here easily you can see. So now you can see this is our actually cube here. So just simply you can select, scale it. Now press W and move here. So just only for testing purpose, just I have placed here this cube. Now hide all these elements here. Now you can see. So now here if you will see, this cube is just placed into our this scene here. So again till here, save as our scene here. So now finally just I am going to import a 3D model and we will place into our this scene here. So select this one and assign into our this layer here. So maybe cube, and just save it here and just hide it here. Then again click on file, click on import and just select any 3D model here. So just I have this actually bike here. So simply just I have selected this one. Then click on import it here. So now here just I have imported this one. So this is a little bit too big. So again come here in this perspective and you can resize this one. Even you can also enable this locator. Then simply select your bike and just resize this one. Even if you want, you can simply lock your camera. Otherwise accidentally maybe this can disturb here. So simply just select this camera and just lock all these properties here. Then right click here and simply lock it here. Lock selected and these properties also. Okay. So now simply just we have to place it here, maybe just only for reference. So again press W and press V and just simply snap it here maybe. So on any locator, then simply we can move it here. Then resize this one. So just according to your these character reference or just references we have to resize. So maybe here just I want to place. So again press W. Now press V and just snap it here maybe. So maybe here this is just looking good here. Just you can hide locators. So now again simply just check. So now here if you will see, this bike is just placed on our this ground here. So easily we can see. So maybe even if you want, you can just little bit adjust rotations and press W. So any object just you can import and you can place into this scene here. So maybe here I have placed. So this is just looking good here. Then after that again save as our project here. So now finally just I am going to create a little bit some lights here. Then remaining things that you can do according to your requirements here. Okay, simply click on this Arnold render here. Then lights. So sky dome light, simply click it here. Then come here in attribute editor. Then in color click here. Then click on this file and just select your HDRI image. Then click on image name and just select your HDRI image. So maybe some HDRI images just I have, but actually these images just we have to take from our location here, but temporarily just I am going to import. So maybe this one, then simply open it here. So this will actually just create light for our this scene here. So just check render here. So then click on Arnold and render this one. So now here you can see here. So this HDRI is just creating light for our this scene here. Then after just we have to adjust all these parameters here, maybe exposure, all these things. So again just open our outliner, then select this sky dome here, then come here, then in intensity if you want you can adjust. So maybe 1.5, then downside this samples maybe 3 or 5, then again come here in downside. So in visibility this camera value just we have make it 0 here. So because here if you will render, so actually you will also get here this HDRI image on our this actually image plane here. Okay, so you can see. So just what we have to do, just simply we can just make it 0. So this will not actually just view HDRI image here, only this will create light for our scene. So now just type it here 0. So now here you can see it's creating light for our scene, but it's not visible here. Okay, so there is again important things here. Then just place it here. Then just we have to adjust all these, maybe diffuse little bit, just we have to reduce. So remaining value just we have to adjust according to requirement. Then close this one here. Then after this just a little bit adjust some settings here. We click on this render setting options and just we have to select downside this one presets according to our footage here, which is 1920 1080. So we will get actually full HD frame size output here. So this 1080, so 1920 1080, even you can type it here. Now close this one. So now again just render this one. So here we will get actually this high quality image here. So now you can see here, still it's rendering here, you downside you can see. So now here you can see this is looking good here. Then just simply close it here finally. So again till here just save our project here, click on file, click save. So now here after this just I'm going to create a shadow catcher here. So again just for this enable our this locator and also just enable our grid here. So you can see our grid here. Actually here if you will see we are not getting our actually image plane. So this is due to our this sky dome light actually environment here. So just a little bit we have to scale it here. So again just open our this outliner here, this one. So select this sky dome light, then come here and a little bit scale this sky dome here. So maybe 20. So now usually here we can see our this image plane here. So now just after this I am going to create a shadow catcher here. So again for this what we have to do, just simply take a plane here. So just take this one and scale it here. We have to apply here some material, then again right click on this plane, then simply just click on assign new material, then come here in this shaders or null shaders here and just select AI shadow mat here. So this AI shadow mat just we have to use. So this will just cast this bike shadow on over this ground here. So just a little bit scale it here. So you have to cover this ground here. So now again just render this one. So now here we can see this is our actually shadow here, this one. So just simply first come here in this perspective view. So first properly just we have to place bike on our this grid here or plane here. This is again important things here. Camera view. So we can see again just render this one. Then just check here. So maybe still a little bit we have to move here. So here you can see this is still rendering here. Then again just select this bike and just little bit move it here. Now just select this shadow catcher plane here and just assign in this layer. So this is shadow catcher. So again first just little bit see our renderer here. So usually we can see. So you can see this is shadow. So just simply move it here. So here if you want to adjust your shadow direction, all these things, then simply you can rotate your sky dome here. So simply just select again this one and just try to adjust it here and just come here in this layer and just try to rotate here. So you can see here. So remaining thing just you can do according to your 3D knowledge here, because I am not a 3D teacher, I am just a VFX teacher. Still I am completing this sort here, okay. So this is sufficient for us. Now finally just I am going to render this scene here. So first what we have to do for rendering, first we have to actually hide our this image plane, because from here just we have to take only this bike output. So first select this camera, then come here again in this image plane, and here in display mode just we have to select none. So now we are getting only this bike from here, okay. So this is again important things here before rendering here. Then close this one here. Then after this again click on this render settings here. So now here in our this render settings, first we have to select our renderer, which is our Arnold renderer here, this one. Then after this we have to select image format in our this image format category. So here just I am going to use TIFF. If you want you can also use EXR. So just I am going to select this TIFF here. Then after this in our this frame here we have to select name.hash.extension, this one. Then padding 4. Then from here just we have to define our this timelines range here. So which is start from 1 and this is 173. So remember this one, you have to type it here according to your timelines here. So usually you can see here this is our end frame and this is our start frame. Then after this here renderable camera, just we have to select our this camera. Then from here just we have to select our frame size, even you can type it here according to your footage frame size, which is our 1920 1080. Just close this one. Then finally we have to come here in this option and just we have to select this rendering, and in render options we have to select this batch render here. So now here downside you can see. So now here rendering has started. Then after this finally you have to check your this render file in your default Maya project folder, or if you have already defined your Maya project then you have to check in that folder. So here you can see this is our actually this Maya project folder here. So now finally again we have to open Nuke here and just we have to compose this sort here. So now here in Nuke, first we have to import our render file here, then again click on this image, then read node and just select your render file. So here there is our render file which we have just rendered from Maya here, then simply click on open here. So now here just I imported, so select this one and press 1 here, so you can see here. So after this just we have to compose. So there is our original sort here, this one. So just here we have to compose. So simply just take a merge node, press M. So this original plate will be background and this render output will be our foreground here, and select this one, press 1. So now here you can see, but here we are actually also getting these or not logo, all these things. So just simply just I am going to create mask for this vibe. So again just simply press O, roto node, and just create a roughly just shape here. Then just we have to animate it here, so maybe here after this select and just move it here. So here just I created this shape, then after this just we have to connect with this mask input here. So now you can see here, then simply again just play and check here. So now here you can see I have composed over this 3D model into our this live footage here. So this is looking good here. So remaining things that you can adjust according to your requirements here. Maybe color correction, even if you want, you can also create render passes and you can compose render passes in Nuke. So guys, till here I have completed over this class. So if you like this video, please watch, share, comment and subscribe my channel if you are still not subscribed my channel. So thanks for watching.